Well, hey guys, what's up? This is a different feel for me. Usually I have the youth, and it's easier because we have more intimate setting. This seems so awkward. It's different, not different, but it's easier in a smaller room. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit different today. I'm kind of going to give you my testimony, since a lot of you guys don't really know me or where I come from. I just kind of hear, and you're like, oh, that's Irene, she works with you. But there's a lot that has led me here, and to where I am today. God has done so much in my life, and I have overcame so much trials and tests, and I mean a lot more than any usual child should overcome, and so I feel like you guys should know some of my testimony. I can't really tell you every single detail. I'm going to kind of just get through it. And so when I was going through my testimony and deciding, what am I going to say, how am I going to say it, luckily my fiance pointed out some things that it's not only my testimony, but the testimony of my father, the testimony of my earthly father, my dad. And it's not only mine, but his as well. And his testimony, I want to say it's kind of, I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie, If I Can Only Imagine. Well, it's kind of my life, but I'm not a singer, so. But when I was watching it, I cried the whole movie because I was like, wow, that's almost everything I had to go through. So I'm going to start with, I was born in West Covina. I lived there as a child. We did move around, but we ended up there when I was about 4 or 5 years old. I don't remember a time that I didn't go to church, so it must have been really young. But I just always remember as a young child worshiping and praying, and God has always been in my life. Whether my parents went to church or not, and that was, for me, it was never really. I think my mom had introduced me to the church once, and then I don't remember them ever going. So we lived in Covina for many years before we moved to Whittier. And the day that we moved out of Covina was a very hard day in my life, because we were evicted, and that day all of our stuff was out in front of our yard. All my friends could see. Our couches, our sofas, our boxes. My mom went to jail. And it was because nothing that she did then, it was something she had done when she was younger. I think she was 18, and she had taken care of it, but I guess she still had a warrant because maybe whatever paperwork wasn't processed. So when the cops came to take us out of our apartment, I don't know why they ran, and they took her to jail. I mean, that's at least kind of what I got from it. But I know that she was in jail. And my dad had taken off with his girlfriend, who he was having an affair with at the time, and had taken off with my older sister and my little sister. And I'm one of 5. So there's my older sister Monique. She's 6 years older than me. And then there's me, my brother, and then my younger sister, and I have a younger sister. So I'm second to the oldest. So we were all split up. My dad was gone, he had taken off. My mom was in jail, and we were just left there in the apartment. So my aunt came and put everything in, trashed a lot of things, and put things inside the storage. I used to have this Barbie folding button. I had everything Barbie, and I collected it throughout the years of me growing up, and it was all left behind. My aunt said we couldn't take it. We have no room for it. You guys can't afford to have this, da, da, da. So my whole collection was left there. Everything I had ever collected of Barbie. And since then, I didn't want anything to do with the Barbie. I was like, never again. But that was humiliating. We were all split up. I had to live with my grandma at the time, and I was still in school. My brother lived with my aunt. My little sister lived with my other aunt, and my dad had my older, youngest sister. And I didn't know what they were doing. My dad would come around sometimes, but to visit me at my grandma's, because I was still kind of local. But that's where that point happened. That's before we moved to Whittier, before my whole life would change. And like I said, I knew God then. So let's rewind. So now I'm living in Covina still. Before that whole process took, I was a child, and I used to go to church, Arrow Highway. I don't remember the name, but it was an Arrow Highway on the corner. And my parents never really took me to church, so I would either walk by myself, walk with my neighbor, walk with whoever would take me. I would ask everybody to take me. And they would probably sometimes have one of their friends take me, I don't know. But I was a child and I was getting to church. And I went to church all the time. Church was my second home. Church was actually my home. I grew up, my dad wasn't always, my dad had a void in his life. When he grew up as a child, his father abused substance. He was an alcoholic. And he used that as his medicine for whatever he wanted to use it for. And he treated my dad badly. All my dad wanted was his affection. And my dad did everything in his power. He used to be in musicals, plays, he was a singer. He went to the military. And he did everything in his power to try to get his dad to love him. But his dad just he didn't really like him. He was a baby, he wasn't supposed to be born, and my grandma favorited him. So my dad grew up trying to fill this void with substances like alcohol. And he medicated himself with alcohol. And when we moved to his apartments in Covina, he then medicated himself with substances like methamphetamine. And he became an addict, and he became the biggest drug dealer. And not only that, but my dad wasn't my dad anymore. He was a man that I didn't know. But some days he was wonderful. And some days I didn't know how he was going to be. So me going to church was my home. I would stay at church as long as possible. So I would have these people take me to church, or I would walk there by myself, and I would sit there and pray to my dad. Because I didn't know if I was coming home to a dad that was angry, a dad that was, throwing things, hitting us. My dad was physically abusive, he was verbally abusive, and he was mentally abusive. And the way that I had to get people to picture this sometimes, it's not a good way, because when I say physically, mentally, and verbal, they're like, oh, it's hard to picture. You guys have to think of it this way. My dad was so deep in living in his flesh, the fruits of the flesh would come out. Anger, envy, jealousy, hatred, all the fruits of the flesh was my dad. When he didn't get what he wanted, the whole household was shaken. When he was angry, the whole household had to deal with it. And when I say verbally abusive, he was verbally abusive. When he was angry to get his way, he threw the food. If it wasn't the food he wanted, he threw it across the kitchen, destroying the whole kitchen. We used to have suffocation time. In our house, that was just fun for him. He would suffocate us with a whole hand across my nose and mouth until we almost passed out. And then he would laugh about it like it was a joke. But it was times, like whenever he was, going through whatever he was going through, suffocation time. And we would just, all of us would cry and scream like it was a joke to him. So that is just some of the things. He would drag us up the stairs by our hair. It wasn't just spanking, it was physical. My My mom went to the store and bought him a box of donuts and coffee, and it wasn't a bottle, so he punched her in the face. My mom put me in the bathtub with my brother. We didn't know we were boy or girl. We didn't know anything was different. We were just taking a bath as a child. And my dad threw our clothes into the tub and dragged her into the room and beat her up. As we got out of the tub and we started pounding on the door and crying, the cops came, but my mom didn't press charges. So these are some of the things. When I say physical, I meant physical. When I say verbal, I mean verbal. He cussed. He did everything. I wanted to just get that across, that it was physical in the house. It was verbal in the house. There was a lot of things that he was dealing with, and he took it out on us. So for Christmas, we would get Christmas presents. And we'd be so happy, we'd have all these Christmas presents. And he said, what's one thing you guys want to keep out of all your Christmas presents? And then we would say, all of them. And then he would say, well, what, if you could keep one thing, what would you keep? All of them, they're ours. Well, my dad used to give us our Christmas presents and take them back to the store with money. So that's what I would go through. So church was my home. Church was my safe place. The second I knew God, I felt him. I knew I was a child, but God had been in my life. He saved me. He made me. He raised me. Church was my home, where I lived. I would walk there by myself and pray, God, please help my dad. Every day, every year that we lived in those apartments, and every year that I had to go through what I went through, I prayed for him. There was times that something really, really bad would happen, and I would go to the church, and there would be nobody there. And I would sit there by the cross at the church, and I would sit there and cry, God, where are you? Save my dad, save him. Please, God, I know you're there, please. And there was just one time I was like, I felt like I wanted to give up. I was like, God, where are you? Why are you not helping him? And God told me, keep praying, don't give up. Have faith, trust me. So I said, I'm sorry, God, just help me. So now we're fast forwarding to us leaving the apartment. So we're gone, we're all separated. My mom comes out of jail. Somehow my dad ends up in jail. And my mom finds a place in Southwood. Well, my mom we moved with my dad's sister, and she helps us find a place in Southwood here. I was so upset because I lost my home. I was moved away from my home, my church, the people that helped me raise me, the people that helped keep me focused. Like, what was I going to do? So I moved into this new strange city, Whittier. And we went out to Southwood here, intermediate school. I met friends, and I ended up, some of my friends were going to a DC Talk concert, and I had just won tickets to a DC Talk concert. And she was like, hey, our church is going, you should come. I'm like, I just won tickets on the radio. And if you didn't know who DC Talk is, they're a Christian band, and it's amazing. But they're no longer together, but you have to listen to them. Toby Mac is in there, he's a singer. So I met these friends, and they invited me to the church, and I started going to church with them. And not only that, but I started with more friends, and they invited me to another church. So I was going to 2 churches. And my dad got out of jail, made a lot of promises. I'm gonna change, I'm gonna be better, I'm not gonna drink more, I'm not gonna do this. Promises that I've heard before, promises that were frequent in my life. And I didn't think anything of it. At this point, I was just like, okay. And once again, his girlfriend started coming around. Once again, strangers were coming around. So I already knew, at this point I was older, so then it was clear to me. It was clear that, okay, he's not changing. Once again, he starts getting angry, and he starts getting abusive, and he starts going back into the same habits. What didn't he have in his life? He didn't have God. He didn't know God. How could he change? He can't change himself. You can't. You have no power to change yourself. You cannot achieve this on your own. So one day, my dad gets arrested again. So my dad used to steal from the stores, because that's how he would get his money as well. He would find receipts and then steal the item and take it back. So he just happened to get caught doing this. But this time, he didn't go to jail. This time, he was put into a men's home in Venice for a whole year. The judge said, "You want to go to jail for 5 years or go to men's home?" My dad said, "I'll go to men's home." So, my dad was in for a big surprise. He thought maybe, oh, I got a year in the men's home, like, I can do this. I don't know what he thought. At this point, I lived and breathed at church. And when I say that, I was going to 2 churches. I went to Florence Avenue, Foursquare. I went to church there on Sundays, and I stayed there all day. I was on the worship team. Went there in the early mornings, and I didn't come home until nighttime. And I would stay for all services on Sunday. I would go to the youth, and I would go early. We had youth on Tuesdays, and then at my other church we had youth on Wednesdays. So I was connected, but I didn't stop praying for my dad. Never. I never gave up. But I knew I had to be connected. I knew that without God, I wasn't going to make it. Because you know what? There's 2 paths that you can go down in this life. This one or this one. And I knew where I was going to be at, and I knew what I didn't want in my life because I saw it. I saw where I was going to be at. So my dad went to a men's home for a year. And my mom used to visit him. I went and saw him like once, but at this point I had to deal with some internal things and anger against him. And I was just like, he's not going to change. In my head, he wasn't going to change. I was like, oh yeah, this men's home, they're not going to change. You know, it's not going to change him. But that was the wrong thing. God put it in me like, you are praying to me to change your dad, and you are being so negative. You are saying he's not going to change. Stop. Stop. Like, what are you doing? I have a plan. So then I was like, I'm sorry. I know, God. I know I shouldn't be thinking this. I'm so tired of these false promises. I'm so tired. And he says, trust me, my child. Trust me. I break down. I'm weeping because I know, like, why am I so focused on this negativity? I need to know. I know that God's there. I know God's changing his life as we speak. I was letting my flesh win. And that wasn't what God wanted, and I knew it in my head. I knew it. I knew that I was already speaking my flesh. So then, I asked God, I surrendered and I asked God for forgiveness, and I said, okay, let's do this, God, let's get him. I know he can do this. So that's when I went to go visit him again with my mom. And I said, Dad, how you doing? Then I added more support. I started supporting him, and I started, encouraging him. Well, a year later, he comes back from the men's home. He moves in with us. And he was a whole different man. And I already saw it when he was in the men's home, but it's different when you leave. You are experiencing a different life. You have to go through so much more. You don't have that support, the same support that you have in the men's home. And so he had to learn to find that support again. He had to have God help him find that support again. And not only that, we had to be that support, and we had to learn to be that support, and we had to trust that God was going to help us be that support for him. So he came out of the men's home, and the first year was going by, my dad was sober. And I saw this immaculate change. He got a job. My dad never worked. Well, he was in the military, but he was a drug dealer. That's how he got money. He got a job.